My spiritual experiences as a churchgoer and church musician. I don't really share these stories, and they had been archived and feel called to share at this time after many years. I want to ask the Holy Spirit to lead this message into the right path for viewers. Today's message is about experience of the Holy Spirit and few other events during my worship service. First one, allowing the Holy Spirit to lead the worship. While musicians are given gifts of music, it's the Holy Spirit who leads the worship. There is a huge difference between just being skilled or technically correct and having the Holy Spirit lead the worship. Worship is not a secular concert and should never be handled the same way. We must pray together and prepare before worship and have the Holy Spirit led. For me, when I served for decades, the hardest part of preparation was laying it all down. Laying down all that happened during the week, my ego, emotions, anger, unforgiveness. And letting my heart be prepared for worship. Often did this by kneeling down by the piano before worship or praying at home beforehand. For me, there were definitely Spirit-filled worship where the Holy Spirit filled the sanctuary and all the music and people singing became one. And fingers just moving on their own, often making arrangements and being very free on the piano. And there was a presence, the Holy Spirit, working in those worship to bring healing and restoration. There is a memorable experience I had kept to myself but would like to share at this time. I served at a church far while working at a challenging job that were about 80 hours a week. The job led me to a temporary sickness, and I was seeing a doctor. Moreover, the owner CEO decided to hold their end-of-year party on a Sunday during brunch time. I had to decline, saying I serve as a pianist at church and need to be there especially during Christmas seasons. While this company party was not a work meeting or anything project-related, this had bothered the owner. Which led in large part of laying me off later on despite the performance I had brought at the company that was crucial to save the company in many ways. I went to church that Sunday like usual, early morning to wake up and a long drive. Played the service as usual, and on that Sunday the church's retired senior pastor came to give benediction. When I lowered my head on the piano to pray, I saw and felt two hands from above coming down and laying a crown on my head. It was very unexpected. It was not a special service, it was not an Easter or Christmas event, and I hold that experience close to heart. It was as if heaven was honoring me to stick through that time. And show up rain or shine, sick or healthy, and giving me that crown. I didn't think I deserve it, but was really a great and humbling experience to know that all we do even without thinking much are being recorded in heaven. After sharing some darker experiences in churches on last video, I wanted to share some positive experiences as well. And I hope it brings you some insight and help. May the Holy Spirit live in our hearts of believers and guide us and protect us in Jesus Christ.